let everybody join. Let the noise die down. I think the mower just stopped. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to another episode of the Outdoor Home Stay at Home live cooking demonstration. And tonight we are coming to you, once again, we're coming to you 100% live. No recording whatsoever. So we're live. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to type them in the comments and we'll answer them. It can have anything to do with the Big Green Egg, outdoor home, anything you want to ask, feel free. So tonight we're doing a recipe, another one of my favorites. We're going to do Philly cheesesteak. Philly cheesesteak and fries. So I'll kind of show you what we've got going here and we'll get started on the cook. So I've got both of them going. Basically this is French fries that probably have about 10 minutes left. I put those on about 10 or 15 minutes ago. So those are roasting on top. I've actually got it up top on the egg because you get a little bit more heat. It cooks really good at the top, kind of like the upper part of an oven. So 450 degrees for 27 minutes, and we're getting pretty close there. Over here, we're going to do the Philly cheesesteaks tonight, and I'm pretty excited. I got some new stuff that I'm cooking on using the egg expander. We've shown a couple different where you can do the multi-tier, and you can cook while you can grill while you bake at the same time. So tonight, we're actually going to do that. I'm grilling direct over the flame here with cast iron grates, raised grid, so we're kind of up over the charcoal. And then the new plancha griddle fits right down inside. So this is griddle on this side and plancha on the other. So we're gonna actually do that, and then I've got more room, and rather than have a big skillet that's in there, lots of versatility once you do that. So I'm gonna start by melting a little bit of butter. Just gonna go for the bread, we'll get that started. So this is our sauce pot, as they call it. Small little cast iron. Gonna put a little minced garlic in there with the butter, and I'm gonna put just a little bit more since we've got. We're gonna make 2 sandwiches tonight. It's just 2 of us eating. Get my glove. Thank you, everybody for tuning in again. I'll try and talk loud tonight. Now we got the cicadas going. It seems like every Thursday night is mow night, so got a little bit of that. I can talk loud, so I'll try and compete with that. Just a little bit about what we have ingredient-wise. I've got green pepper and onion sliced up. I like to do mushrooms on our Philly cheesesteak. That's an option. Provolone cheese. Got plenty of butter, and I like to take the butter and actually go ahead and pat it. And I may not need all that butter, but it's better to have it out here ahead of time so that I don't have to run back in the house and slice more butter. Fresh garlic that we'll show you how we're going to kind of incorporate that, salt, pepper, and then we've got our, they didn't have hoagies, so these are actually bratwurst buns, and then I just cut them that way so that we can turn them into, they were fresh out. And then the main ingredient is going to be the actual steak. That is a ribeye steak that is sliced up. You can use different steaks, but that's what I think most people use on the ribeye. And the way that works at the store, I bought the actual steak, picked my steak out of the case, they weigh it, do the sticker on it, and then give it back to them, and they actually slice it up, shave it like that. You could also, if you got a good sharp knife, you could do that at home as well.
What do you have it seasoned with?
That is seasoned with the Outdoor Home Steak and Roast Rub, which is salt, pepper, garlic, it's got some pepper in there. Also, I did forget to mention, so I bought this at lunch, I went on my lunch break today and got the steak so I could marinate it. You don't have to marinate it, but I like to give it a little bit of time, and that is the Worcestershire sauce. And I probably butchered the way I say that. I never get that one right. That's one of the tougher ones to pronounce. That and the Outdoor Home Steak and Roast Rub. Okay, so my butter's going. We don't actually have to wait for that to get started here. On our griddle surface, I'm going to put a little oil. I'm looking pretty. This is a new toy. It's been out for a while with Big Green Egg. I've had the 5-piece expander. I finally just decided if I had a griddle, I'd probably use it. So we're going to cook this tonight, see how it works out. And I'm already thinking about maybe pancakes on Saturday morning. So we'll do that. So we're going to let that heat up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use my knife and take a couple pieces of the garlic. Just kind of smash that. Throw that in there. We're not going to eat that necessarily, although we might.
I will.
But I want to get that incorporated into the flavor here. You see, we're already starting to get cooking there. We're going to start with the peppers and onions. I'm going to make one sandwich at a time for the sake of the video tonight, and this will go pretty fast.
If I can hear that.
One trick you can do if you were cooking for a bunch of people, that's where I started looking at this this half moon option a little bit more. You can also buy two of these and do the one on the other side, but with it just being the two of us, I thought, you know, that would actually work. But for tonight, I'm going to cook one at a time, but if you were cooking for a large group, what I would do is use the full skillet or both sides and cook all your veggies first, remove those, cook your meat, and then you can throw your veggies and mix them back in at the very end. I'm going to hit this with a little bit of salt and pepper. And I've got the oil, but if I need more, as that starts to dry up, I'll actually start incorporating the butter instead. Butter and garlic is looking nice here. We'll pull that off here in just a minute.
What are you using the melted butter and garlic for?
That's going to be for toasting the buns.
Okay.
Which we're going to do a little bit towards the end so that it's actually warm. You want to do the veggies first. The meat is going to go super, super fast, so we're going to do that at the very end. We'll check on our fries right behind you.
Sorry, I'm in your way.
Starting to drip up, and these are just regular steak fries. So lots of different options. You got the plancha on the other side of this, but you could do smash burgers. I'm thinking already on the breakfast side, you could have your pancakes here, you could have your eggs here, and then you're direct over the coals, and you can actually see we've got the fire down in here. So you could have your sausage patties. If you're doing like breakfast sausages or something like that, you can cook those right over the flame. Lots of versatility. And then you still got the second shelf option. We could have indirect and direct heat at the same time if we wanted. Again, we're coming to you live tonight, so if you have questions, just keep them coming. Makes it easier in the quiet times. The griddle also will sit down closer to the fire. For this, I wanted to get it up. I thought it'd be better for the camera angle to get this up a little higher where everybody can see this level. These are all components for the egg expander system, which comes with the basket that I can lift out, like I'm using in there as well. And then you've got all these half moon. You've got the wok that fits in it. Boy, the cicadas are loud, aren't they? Hopefully everybody can hear me. Okay, my butter's melted, so I'm going to get it off there. So this is going to be enough to make one sandwich. Go ahead and get the mushrooms, they don't take quite as long.
Mom says you're coming across loud and clear.
Good. Louder than the cicadas. A little bit of butter in there. Get the mushrooms out. And the goal here is just to go ahead and get your veggies cooked first, the onions and the peppers. The meat is going to cook because it's cut so thin, it's going to go fast. And if you're doing for a bunch of people, I would just cook all your veggies first, clear the skillet, cook all the meat, put it all back together one batch at a time, and melt the cheese. Got some exciting news coming up. I'll try and cook and talk at the same time, but sometimes that doesn't work out well. Real exciting news coming next week. This is Thursday, so first part of the week, we've got some stuff about our virtual Smoking the Ozarks virtual egg test.
Saying it smells good, and no cicadas in Cape Fear.
Oh, really? That's hard to believe. I thought they were everywhere.
Thought it was the veggies at first that were making that noise.
They're making some noise. Here, I'll push them back here.
Try and get the veggies.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a bun ready. Just a brush pot here, and I'm just going to take some of the melted butter. Got a little garlic in there as well, just for some extra flavor. And then we're just going to throw that down on the grid for a second. Hopefully I don't forget about it. Okay, our onions and peppers are looking good. Mushrooms don't take long at all. Throw some butter back here. We're going to throw a little bit of garlic in that as well. Almost on the bun. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, got a fork here. You can see this is real thin sliced ribeye. Take enough for one sandwich. Like so. And it's going to cook fast. That bun is done. I got a plate there.
Beautiful.
Thin sliced ribeye steak. We got our peppers, our onions, mushrooms going there. I just want to turn this steak over a little bit. It does not take long at all. It's ribeye, so you don't want to overcook it anyway. Again, that was marinated, outdoor home steak and roast rub, and then a good amount of Worcestershire. You can add more to it while you're cooking if you need it, but you can see it's got plenty of cooking and juices there. Okay, so I'm going to kind of make that in a pile about the length of a sandwich, because we're about there. Start blending all this together. And then we're going to take provolone cheese, layering that on top. All those veggies are good and hot, so it's going to melt pretty quick.
Yum.
You can even shut the lid at this point, let that kind of steam that a little bit. As you see, this is another quick meal. We do these live, or 100% live. We try and keep these pretty quick so that you don't have to spend all night with it. for that cheese to be melted. This off. And the goal here, sometimes just a little messy.
No pressure. Just
This on
live TV.
Yeah. Try and get that as much together as possible.
Oh, and I'm watching.
You could be watching a disaster here, but kind of fold that onto the bread and come back for more. If you have picky eaters in the family, you can, it's kind of nice, you can cook to order. Somebody doesn't want onions or peppers.
Some of us like it all.
Okay, so you can see the cheese is kind of in there. Kind of folded over on me, so not beautiful, but we'll shut that, pull our fries off. Okay, you could dress this up with more if you wanted to. Just kind of fold that like so. Cut it in half. Pretty quick. How long is the video running?
I don't actually have a,
Doesn't show.
didn't show the time.
Doesn't take a whole pretty fast meal, pretty easy. A lot of the work, like I said, was already done. So there we have our Philly cheesesteak on the big green egg outside on a beautiful but loud Thursday evening. I'll let that cool down for just a second. As I mentioned, we do have some really exciting news coming up. Egg Fest was supposed to be September 26th, and we're getting closer and closer to that date. So just a couple things we can talk about. Several components to the Egg Fest. One was the Excellent Chef competition that everybody would go and try all the samples, and you got to try it, and then you voted. So we're going to try and do something virtual. So if there's anybody watching and you're a cooking team, give me a thumbs up or whatever, so I know you're watching. So we're working on. We'll have some details next week. We're going to try and do this virtual. I'd love to see some of them actually record in their backyard. And we're going to have a second component called the Keep Calm and Egg On competition. That will involve everybody. So if you've got an egg, you could do pictures, you could do songs, you can do videos, maybe you do a stay-at-home video, which I would love as well. And we're going to have that component. We'll announce that. Cool prizes. Egg Fest eggs, of course, we're going to start doing. We'll probably do less in the backyard at home because the components that we're going to do with Big Green Egg training classes, Egg 101, how to do pizzas, the whole 9 yards, all kinds of different reasons to cook on the egg. Those are Egg Fest eggs that we're going to do that on, and we'll call you out and even mention your name when we're cooking on those folks' eggs. So the Egg Fest eggs are selling now. You can go to outdoorhome.com, get all the details on the event, and as we get all the details on the virtual side of the event, we'll upload that as well. So, are we doing a bite on camera tonight, dear?
It's up to you. Mike Schultz says, awesome Thursday night dinner.
Thank you, Mike. I agree.
Okay.
All right. I feel like I got to take a bite. You want to take a bite?
Go ahead.
So you can see, just get in there. Go and get the drippings. Got your steak, mushrooms, onions, peppers. I'm dripping. I'll get over the plate.
Hot.
That is so good. Once again, thanks for watching the Outdoor Home Stay at Home cooking show. So get outside and cook something new on the grill and spend some beautiful time out here. Patio furniture, gorgeous night with your loved ones. That's what it's all about. So stay tuned for more information, and you'll see a lot more videos coming up here soon that'll have to do with the Egg Fest, and we'll have more details next week. Thank you.